Hello every pony art, Luciana here. Link to my divining art in the description below and also for my Patreon if you'd like to do that. Warning, this video will contain pictures that is not mine, so please give respect to the owners of these pictures and copyrights. Also warning, it's going to contain my personal opinion about stuff in My Little Pony, so if you don't like stuff like this, click away or else stay. Yeah, here we go, 3, 2, 1. So yesterday I was thinking about predicting some My Little Pony episodes, and I was definitely thinking about revisiting the Alicorn Amulet. And the reason why I feel like it's coming back is because it could be interesting if it was Starlight that got a hold of the Alicorn Amulet, and then it was Trixie that had to, help her out of that situation and stuff like that. And also I was predicting a episode where Queen Chrysalis was coming back, and maybe she could also use the Alicorn Amulet for something. An episode that could be very interesting that maybe only I have thought about or want to have is where it's actually Celestia that puts on the Alicorn Amulet in an attempt in making a test for Starlight Glimmer or for Twilight. And the reason why I'm thinking that she might have been the one also making the Alicorn Amulet, or in the lines of she is going to get it up and use it again, is because I really do feel like there's something about Celestia. She is my favorite princess, but there's something about her that makes me wonder. There's a lot of questions that we haven't got the answers for. A lot of with Starswell the Bearded and her own background story, and also a bit of Celestia and Luna's background story as they were small. A lot about the Crystal Empire that we don't know anything about. And that was also why I was thinking about a Queen Chrysalis episode where she comes back. I know that the episode don't follow the comics that much, but it could actually be a very interesting episode if it was true the things that I have been predicting, that Queen Chrysalis is actually Hope. The pony that are helping King Sombra when they are small and stuff like that, before she became Queen Chrysalis. And also it was before, King Sombra went evil and stuff like that. It could also explain, where, Hope have actually gone off to after this, because in the comic we just see that she leaves Princess Celestia and Luna's care after she comes back and she tells that King Sombra have taken over the Crystal Empire and stuff like that. It could have been a very I will not say sad episode, but a very interesting episode indeed if we find out that she actually went out and she found out that she have lost all, love, hope, family, everything that is in the Crystal Empire, friends, her own home and stuff like that. And she had to, make her own home, make a new way to live and stuff like that. So I really do feel like that break in her could actually make her into Queen Chrysalis. And it could be interesting if we into the future have an episode where Queen Chrysalis and Sombra was meeting. Again, I really want to see, mixture shadow ponies with changeling ponies. But maybe it's only my ideas and maybe it's not something we should think about. But of a magical relic I really feel like we're going to see again is the Necronomicon book, or I'm just going to call it that, because it is in the episode with Rarity, and she can make everything into gold, crystal, or whatever she wants, all that she desires. And I really feel like this book is very interesting, and also feel like it could be a very interesting episode again if we had a Queen Chrysalis actually finds the Necronomicon book and uses it on maybe herself or, King Sombra when he finds her again, or maybe she will try to use it on Starlight or on Trixie, or maybe Sunburst if she finds out that, Starlight and Sunburst have feelings for each other and stuff like that. Maybe she will go after friends first and then, love. But I would say that now that she is feeding out of love, it would make a lot of sense if she goes after Sunburst first. Now, some magical relic item I think that we're going to see again also is actually Sombra's Horn in one shape, way or another. Either Queen Chrysalis is going to find Sombra's Horn and use his magic infused with her own magic and then, take her revenge on Starlight, or we're going to see a resurrection of Sombra where the horn is, on Sombra, and there will be some shenanigans with that. But something I could also feel like was interesting was if it was Starlight or Sunburst that actually found Sombra's Horn and something happened. So, for example, Sunburst was overtaken and became a form of new Sombra, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, I don't know about you guys, but maybe I'm just rambling on and want some weird stuff. But definitely I want an episode with Starlight Glimmer, and also an episode where it's like Starlight Glimmer, Sunburst, Queen Chrysalis, or Trixie. I would like to have all episodes, and I know that it's not going to be easy for the show writers to pick and choose. My favorite one that I'm going to predict is the one with the Celestia stuff, because I really do feel like it could be interesting to see her actually evil, and I do feel like there should be no way to revert her back, even though that she is my favorite princess. I do believe that it's time now to, teach that there is an end to things, because with Tank and stuff like that, he came back. I really want to have it's not because I want to be evil, but I really want to have an episode where it actually explains, maybe it could be an episode where, Starlight traveled back in time again to see the devastated area, and she faces Queen Chrysalis or Celestia with the Alicorn amulet on, that have overtaken that world, and now everything is, that desert stuff. It would make a lot of sense if it was Celestia, because we have already seen the future with Queen Chrysalis. So I really do want to see some more explanation and use of magical items. Maybe we will see other magical items than the Alicorn amulet or the Necronomicon book. I would also predict the magical items of Metalbrook, but that maybe is just me. But that was actually all for today. Do remember that inspiration is right around the corner. Do remember to take care of yourself and loved ones. And I know that I have rambled on a long time, but I really want to explain to you guys that I really do feel like the MLP show can either go into a direction of, Disney with all the happy endings and stuff like that. But I also want to predict that we are going to have an episode where it doesn't end that well, or there's no, turning back, or there's no help to be found anywhere. And I really do feel like it's not because, again, I want to be evil, but I'm predicting that it's going to be about Starlight or Twilight. So I'm going to guess that it's going to be one of those two, or it's going to be something with Celestia and Starlight. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Maybe you have other predictions. I would like to hear that. And do remember that inspiration is right around the corner. Do remember to take care of yourself and loved ones. And that was actually all. Yeah, okay. Bye.